Do you think that Diddy is responsible for the death of Kim Porter? And if so, why?
Oh, yes, I absolutely think so. And here's why. Because first and foremost, according to her former stylist, Diddy ordered a gold of like a 14 gold casket for her like a month in advance. Who does that? Not to mention, when you look at the pictures of the scene at her house on the day of her death, why is Chris Gamble there? I find that very interesting. And Kanye already told us that Chris Gamble is CIA. Okay, I think he's a handler.
Corey is a plant. Corey was, Puff Daddy, Nanny, Manny. You know what I'm saying? Then he was with Justin Bieber.
And, he was good friends with Kim Porter and Diddy. There's pictures of them together.
Now, who was that? Who was the Chris guy?
That is Kris Jenner's boyfriend.
Whoa.
Yes. And that's a whole nother rabbit hole because Diddy has ties to them too, because there's a woman by the name of Lou Taylor who is Diddy's manager, I believe, but she also manages Kim Kardashian, and she's also the lady who has the conservatorship, or she was in charge of the conservatorship over Britney Spears, okay, whom people have alleged that her and Kim Kardashian took money from Britney, about $600,000. Now that's all alleged. Right. But all this stuff, all these people are connected, and I just find it real interesting. So with that all being said, Chris Gamble is Kim Kardashian or Kris Jenner's boyfriend.
So who was the attorney? Was it the attorney or somebody who had ended up buying a bunch of land near the border or what?
That was Diddy's former chief of security, Fahim Muhammad. He bought 198 acres of land on the southern border. Okay, now he was featured in a news report about it because he said that 40 of those acres he was going to give to his 13-year-old son. So they thought that was interesting. So they had him on the news and everything. And he also does real estate.
40 acres of land in San Diego County. That's what one dad gave his son for his 13th birthday.
He posted about it on social media and their story went viral. Rapper Sean Combs even posted about it.
A bunch of boulders and a few trees. But when Fahim Muhammad came out here, all he saw was potential.
We see clear space that uninterruptedly we can enjoy nature, you know what I mean? Especially growing up in a city, a congested city like LA.
Now, so it all made sense until I saw the land. I'm like, that land is barren. Okay, it looks, it's like very mountainous terrain, and it doesn't look like anything that anyone with sense would want to live on. And also, I spoke to a border agent that I went to college with, and I was asking him, I said, could you tell me why somebody would buy this type of land out there, by the southern border? Because it's a whole bunch of crime, trafficking, cartels and all this stuff. And so he basically said that the only people that he could think of that would buy that type of land would be either criminals who are trying to do something criminal out there, or people who already live out there just trying to acquire more land. But definitely somebody, just coming out there buying that sounded strange.
I wonder what's the background on a security guard, because that's a lot of land to be purchasing.
Well, it is. And now he was also the former chief of security for Michael Jackson, which I found it interesting because he went to college for business. And I'm like, how does he go from going to college for business to becoming, a chief of security for celebrities? And then he was supposedly in the room with Michael Jackson when he passed. He actually testified at the trial of Michael Jackson's former doctor.
Mr. Muhammad, I want to take your attention back to June of 2009. At that time, where did you work?
For Michael Jackson, sir.
Okay. What did you see when you first came in?
When I came into the room, I saw Alberto standing up, kind of pacing.
And this is also the person that was mentioned in Rodney Jones, a.k.a. Lil Rod. He was mentioned in his lawsuit filings as being the person that Diddy referred them to, saying that if you ever have a problem or whatever, you can call him because he can get rid of anyone or anything.
I don't know. That's kind of fishy. I would give my input on it, but I don't know enough about it to just be speaking on it. But I got some stuff in my head. I'm gonna leave it there until I find out more information. Let's go back to Kim Porter a little bit and talk about the discrepancies that she had in her autopsy.
Okay. Yeah. So I actually acquired the full autopsy report. And what was interesting to me is that on the diagram of her body, it said that she had contusions and abrasions. Okay. But they're saying that she died from lobar pneumonia. And but also in the report, it said that she had been tested for flu and pneumonia, and it came back negative. Then also it said something about her being on an IV. I think she was on an IV or something like that. But and then also she had reached out to her doctor, according to the report, and was told to come in within a week. And I was like, I would have thought that they would have wanted her to come in right away, you know. And then another thing is there was supposedly blood on her pillow when she was found, and also a small trail of blood leading to the bathroom. And then remember, Dr. Ed Winter, when he was initially doing the autopsy report before they took him off the case for whatever reason, he was saying that there was more testing that needed to be done because it was problematic. And he felt like there were some toxins in her blood.
So this is what he said first, and then he was going to attempt to try to change it up, and then end up dead.
Well, they took him off the case, and then 2 weeks later, another coroner comes out, or a medical examiner comes out, saying that it was lobar pneumonia.
Well, it's funny because I don't know if he got tired of doing these, but you know, I got a list of celebrities, and I'm gonna read them to you, and then you can tell me what you know about them. I guess I can go through all of them, and then we can go back and do one at a time in order, so we don't miss none. So these are all people that Ed Winter, when they passed, Ed Winter was the coroner, right? So we got in 2009, and it started in 2009 with Michael Jackson, and then we go to 2000, and another one in 2009 is Brittany Murphy. Then we got in 2010 we got Simon Monjack. Is that his name? Monjack, however it's said.
I don't know who that is.
And then we got Corey Haim. In 2010 we got 2011 Heavy D. 2012 Whitney Houston. 2013 Paul Walker. 2017 Tom Petty. 2018 Kim Porter. And in 2020 we got Andre Harrell. Now all these were done by coroner Ed Winter, and that is odd. Now I want to, before you tell me about the connections that you see from this, it's very interesting to know that, let me see, pneumonia Brittany Murphy, pneumonia Simon, pneumonia Corey Haim, and then you got heart failure, another pneumonia Kim Porter. You know what I'm saying? Accidental drug overdose. It's like they all kind of connected. And there's of course, there's certain poisons. I want to say it. I'm not saying nobody did that allegedly. There's certain poisons that can be used that gives those same effects, ammonia and heart attacks. No, and I don't want to say because I don't want to get no issues with the thing. Now, two of these people, which one of them? Two of them was married, right? And that was that Simon and was it Simon and Brittany?
Simon and Brittany.
No, wait, who was married on there? Two of those people was married.
Oh, you know what? Brittany Murphy was married, and then her husband did die also.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, her
that
husband.
might be Simon then. That must be Simon.
And so they died. You know, that's kind of close. And all of these people has allegedly some ties to Diddy. Would you think that it would be anywhere close to being true that he may have had something to do with it based on the things that you know? Because you seem to know a lot of the inside scoop with the Diddy stuff and all that.
I think he absolutely had something to do with Kim Porter. Now, I do believe that I saw something the other day that said Diddy had some ties to Brittany Murphy as well. I'm checking on that right now because I remember seeing something about that just the other day. I just stumbled upon it.
He had ties with all of them. We were able to go through and confirm that, but it's like I just don't know if there's like other things that really connect them or that's interesting or that stick out about, like, for instance, like the Kim Porter thing, you know what I'm saying, with her autopsy and all this different stuff. Now I didn't know that another coroner came in and changed the autopsy report on Kim Porter's. I didn't know that.
I just got it. It literally just came to me. Brittany Murphy, how Diddy would be connected to her is through Ashton Kutcher. Because Diddy was good friends with Ashton Kutcher before all of this stuff started with him, with all these accusations, right? He had been friends with Ashton Kutcher since about 2005 when they both were on MTV or something like that. They are really good friends. Ashton's been at some of those parties. I'm not saying the freak offs, but he's been at some of Diddy's parties. I have footage of that.
Ashton was on the swing. Oh, shit. try one more time, Ashton.
And Brittany Murphy is Ashton's ex.